Okay, so today we're just going to jump right into the video. We're not going to do anything else but the bathroom, the decorating, and the reveal. Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope your Christmas season, your Hanukkah season, your New Year season is going fabulous. If not, I'll keep you in my prayers. But I want to say, like, I had the 4 shopping videos left to post. I had Home Goods, TJ Maxx, HomeSense, and somebody else. But the flash drive I had it on just vanished. I had finished editing whatever my last video was, and I took it out of the computer, and I stood up and I looked behind me and it was nowhere to be found. And I don't know where it went, and I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. And when I deep cleaned the house to try to find it, I deep cleaned the area and it was nowhere to be found. So I couldn't post those pictures, those videos. I was looking for it everywhere and I still have yet to find it. So we're just going to skip over that. I have to buy a new flash drive so I can make sure I store everything. So after I get that, hopefully they'll have Valentine's in store soon. I haven't really seen anything, but I'm going to skip and go straight into Valentine's shopping and Valentine's decor. So now let's get into the Christmas video. I use, like I said before, I typically just use mesh ribbon and do kind of the same things in the bathroom. I just switch up the pieces I'm using in the mesh ribbon. The first mesh ribbon I tried to use, it just was not working. When I just had the scene there with it up there, it just kept falling down. I keep the pictures. These are like elephants, I think, that are in the bookcase. I usually just flip them around so that I can use them kind of as a base, or to wrap. If I'm using ribbon and it doesn't hold well, I usually just wrap it around those. I eventually just took them out altogether. It was no point in having them in there. It wasn't holding anything up, and I hated the way it looked. It looked stupid. But I'm just taking my mesh ribbon and I'm cutting it up, and I'm just doing green and red, because I'm telling you, mesh ribbon can fill in any space. It can help any space look better. So if you want to do something, just grab it. Like, you can use this kind. You can get the string. This is the best kind in my opinion. If you just need something to just be filler or background. I like to make abstract shapes with them. Get this type of mesh ribbon, because the other ones don't really hold or form a shape like that. They kind of just straight or can curl up, and that's it. Now this wall, I don't usually go all out for it. I'm kind of thinking it, I've never done like just the whole wall. I usually do just above the light switch, and it's usually kind of plain, but you don't really need to, in my opinion, do a lot on this wall. But I'm kind of thinking that maybe for Valentine's, I might do it up big, just make the whole wall like hearts, and that's it. But I don't like doing the whole wall here, because I feel like it ends up getting repetitive. Well, the top half anyway, the bottom half has its own decor going on. So this I just use in the bathroom. I'm going to be honest, I had already decorated. So what I do with the bathrooms, when I try to use the stuff that I either know for a fact I'm not going to use for the rest of the house, or stuff that's just kind of left over. When I take my decor out, as I pull out each thing, I decide where it's going, even if I don't know what I'm going to do with it in that room. So with this is just the leftover stuff I had, or stuff I knew for a fact I was not going to use. And I'm putting it up just with a piece of painter's tape. I noticed that painter's tape does not peel off the paint. I wasn't using mounting tape for this. I didn't need that. That would have been a waste just for these little snowflakes. I'm trying to figure out how I want them spaced, and just use the tape, because if I use painter's tape, it seems to me that it doesn't peel any paint you have off. It doesn't take the wall off or anything like that. So I think that maybe if you tried painter's tape, you might see that it's better for your walls. And I had it spaced out further, but then I accidentally put one kind of staggered, and I like the way it looks, so that I moved them back in, and now they're just staggered over the tree, and I love the way that turned out. Simple but cute. In all honesty, I had no idea what I was going to do in the bathroom. It's like some other rooms, sometimes I have a vision for it if I see things, but I didn't know what I was doing in this one. So I just played around with the bookcase. I kind of want to paint it, but then the blue bookcase goes with the rest of the blue in the bathroom. And I don't really want to like paint it every season. That's just something I'm not interested in doing. So I might like try to figure out a way to maybe get like peel and stick wallpaper that might be cute and changing out for the seasons. More than likely I won't. I'll just leave it alone. But this bookcase, I have fun doing it because it's like, I love that it's sectioned off. For me, I look at a room and I have to section it off to decorate it, but this bathroom is already sectioned. I got the wall, the bookcase that's each sectioned off, so it's perfect. And I think you can decorate a bookcase even if you have books in it. This one is just for decoration. The bottom row is always reserved for extra tissue and air freshener. So you can do whatever you want with this one. But even if you have a bookcase that actually legitimately have books, I love bookcases for some reason, you can still decorate it. Even if you just do around it, you can just do garland. Or if you want to put some bowls or put little trinkets in front of the books, like maybe even get things that match the theme of the book. Like I saw one YouTuber I watched, Amber Scholl. She has in her bookcase, she has a book for Cinderella. She has a fake glass slipper. She's getting a Tinkerbell for that story. So you can do things like that. Any season, you can do up your bookcase. It doesn't just have to be books. At this point, this mesh was giving me a hard time and I was kind of getting over it. So like it was the frame wouldn't stand up and the mesh was getting on my nerves. So that's when I was just like, forget it. Just take it out and call it a day. So then I just put it in there. It wasn't even necessary to keep the elephant frame in there. Took it out and it was much better and it had much more space in there for me. I mostly just played around with everything until I figured out what looked best. Like I was going to use my little polar bear, my little fox. It was like little sets I bought a couple years ago. And I love the sleigh, and this sleigh was absolutely perfect with the little sack of toys, a little tiny sack of toys I got from Dollar Tree. They're both from Dollar Tree. The sleigh is old, and I thought they just had to go together. I wanted to put it in the sleigh, but then I didn't have anything to go on the outside. So next year I might get a slightly bigger small sleigh so I can put that in there and then maybe get like an elf or something to stand on the outside, or just put a reindeer in front of it. Actually, I have plenty of random small reindeer that stand up that I've collected throughout the years that are scattered all over the place. Typically I put Dollar Tree stuff down here because, you know, I haven't used, like, I used to only have Dollar Tree stuff, and I only have a few pieces left from when I only had Dollar Tree, but I still go there to see what they have. I even have a Dollar Tree ornaments on my tree, so I typically put that down here. So most of the stuff you see here is just flat out from Dollar Tree, except for obviously the candle, which is Bath & Body Works Japanese Cherry Blossom. It was red, so I went with it. And the candle holder, I think those are the only things, other than that and the mesh ribbon and the bow and the little fox and the polar bear, that aren't from Dollar Tree. Everything else is straight from there. You can definitely do smaller spaces. You can do the whole house because, like I said, I used to do it, but it really looks good with smaller spaces because they don't have to be grand pieces, because Dollar Tree doesn't really have really big pieces that can fit a large wall or anything like that. So I think that's why I think Dollar Tree is good for any size space, but I think it's really good for smaller spaces in bathrooms, foyers, porches, and things like that. I love these frosted berries. I got them from Michael's last year when they got all the Christmas stuff in late, and I've completely benefited from that. I bought a bunch of stuff from them. They're cute, and I actually have some kind of big ones from Hobby Lobby this year. When I do the living room reveal, you'll be able to see that. They're long stems. I love a frosted berry with snow. I think they're perfect for Christmas. And one year I tried to use them for a Valentine's Day and it just was not working. But anyway, I put these in, that's a salt and pepper shaker I got from Dollar Tree. I just took the lid off and I use it as a vase for my smaller stems. Every year I try to use these candy canes since I got them. I've had them for like 3-4 years maybe, and every time I put them up I hate them. I don't know why. It's nothing wrong with them. They just don't work anywhere, and they don't even look good on the tree. I don't know what it is with these candy canes. I've tried several times. I put them in the window, put them on trees, put them on doors, everything, and it just doesn't work. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just plop these up on top of here. I don't use the light fixtures up here. I used to never use the one in the ceiling and only use the one above the mirror. Then I switched now. I only use the one in the ceiling. I never use the one in the mirror. So I just most of the time there aren't light bulbs in there because I just use the top of that to decorate. But sometimes I throw light bulbs up there so it can look like it's all fancy and like a beauty mirror or whatever, and it looks cute like that. But I prefer to decorate the top of it. So I'm not. It's the power stays off. I do not turn the power on. I don't put anything in those sockets. If you're wondering, it's like, that's dangerous. It's not. It's not on, and nothing goes inside. It's just laying on the outside frame. It's nowhere near it, and it's perfectly okay. Then I just threw some of those frosted looking glittery sticks up there, also from Dollar Tree. And the soap of choice is White T-shirt from Bath and Body Works. I thought it looked good in there because even though it's a summer fragrance, it has that winter look. So I thought it was perfect in there. And then I just topped it off with these hand towels I bought last year. I bought this one last year. The other one I show you is from this year. I love these. And the one that says Joy to the World actually has the notes and the lyrics to the song. So these are really pretty. And I feel like, I'm like, oh, it's wasted. I'm like, oh no, it's not, because when people come over, they always use this bathroom, so it's perfect. Now after doing this, I hated the mirror again. I didn't like those candy canes up there. It didn't look right. So I went back, took them down, and put up just 3 reindeer. They're 2 reindeer head ornaments, and then the other one is just a standard reindeer that I got all from Dollar Tree again, and I thought that looked so much better. The gold, I guess, looked better. The candy canes had the gold. It didn't fit, didn't look right, so I had the gold playing off the other gold. And also I absolutely hated the white on top of the toilet lid. I could not stand it. I hated it. So I said, you know what, I forgot I had this red doily. I ran up, got my red doily and put it down there, and now I love the top of the toilet, and it looks better now. It looks like Christmas. It's not just random. And I got my little polar bear on top of there with his Santa hat, and I thought that was a nice little cap off for the top of the bookcase. And now I was like, okay, now I'm done, because there was no way in the world I would be satisfied with that white doily or with them candy canes up there, and taking them out was a good call. Because sometimes you got to just step back and look at it and just find something else, and you'll be able to figure out what's wrong, and it can just be something as simple as changing the color. Well, that is all, folks, for the half bath. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you in the next one. The next, we are going to do the porch. I was going to do it all together, but I thought it was better to just break it up. So with that being said, I'm your hostess and Empress, Nikki T. Thanks for visiting my empire. Deuces.